You're still here. That's fantastic. I appreciate it, man. It's a slow day around here. I could use company. Yeah, the question about author inserts when it comes to writing a book. Author inserts, they happen all the time. Bad authors make it really obvious. Good authors, you have no idea. You know, it comes down to this. When creating a character, you're creating something out of yourself. So all your characters are technically author inserts. It's just you gotta distinguish them from one another, make them their own characters, make them multi-dimensional. And in a book of creation, I've gotten the comment, I don't call them accusations because they're just people wondering, but they just don't know how to word it right. And that's fine. I still understand what you're trying to ask. Is Azra me? Am I Azra in a book of creation? No, I am not Azra in a book of creation, but I am in a book of creation, yes. Azra, I'll answer the question about Azra first. Azra is a conglomeration, an amalgamation of a bunch of teachers and the people that I actually learned something from in my life. It's all rammed into one person. So that's who Azra is in a nutshell. I took all the traits I loved from teachers that taught me something, and I took all the traits that I hated from some teachers that taught me something, some really heavy-handed traits that I really just did not like, and I put them into one character. Yeah, that's right. I put traits that I like and traits I did not like into this character. That's how you make something multidimensional. You can't love your characters 100%. If you love all your characters 100%, you're right in the wrong way. So that's the answer to Azra. Now the answer to who am I in the book? I am the antagonist, Ki. I pronounce it Ki. You can pronounce it Kai. However wish you pronounce it, that's fine by me. Doesn't matter. In a book of creation, I am the antagonist, Ki. Why? Why would I make myself the bad guy in the book? Well, for a long time in my life, I was not such a savory person, and I didn't realize that for a long time until I got sober. Because when I got sober, I started realizing that I was not that savory of a person. And it was in draft 5 of a book of creation. I started in 2016, 2017. I'm sober. I've had time to think about my life and what kind of person I was. And so I wrapped up everything bad about me and I threw it on the page, and that became Kai, Ki, however you want to pronounce it. This person that I used to be, that as you read along, you get little snippets of in a book of creation as it goes until you finally get to the end, where it's the big fight between Ki and Talia. Person who I used to view myself as was a taker, a consumer by all means. And if you guys are familiar with the word consumer, I'm sure you'll have heard the media or the government refer to us as consumers in the news and whatnot. Yeah, it's not a good term. It really isn't a good term. It's a terminology placed on populations that are viewed as no more than cattle, that have nothing to give back to society. All they do is take. All they do is consume. Consumers. I viewed myself as that. When I started getting sober and looking back on all the things I had done, one pattern came glaring right in the face, and that was the pattern of being a consumer. I took from people what I thought I needed from them, and when I got it from them, all smiles said and done, I'd turn and just leave them in the dust. Just not such a savory character at all. I built big things with the help of a lot of people and gave credit to none of them. It was all me. Me. I did it all through my consumption. I don't really think of that as myself anymore. But I had to have a really gnarly antagonist and write what you know. Yep, that's what they say. Write what you know. So yeah, the old me is key. There, it's out there. Thanks for watching along, guys. A book creation link in the description down below. Grab your copy, read it. I appreciate it. We'll see you guys around.